Salute. Wellness and wonders. Hope everybody's doing well. Um, Today, we celebrate a great hero in the name of Marcus Messiah Garvey. And I celebrate it with honor and all due respect. One of the greatest men that we have in our times. And we've done a disservice. I feel a way about it because we're so far behind what the vision was that it's pathetic. I mean, respectfully, we do have great minds, beautiful talent, wonderful creativity. The list goes on amongst the group. But because the solidarity is not there, it's hard to galvanize and organize all these resources where it can actually effectively get us into the new stage, an evolved stage of an evolved standard and quality of living. We have to put in perspective that we're entering a whole new stage of technology and digital information, and we're behind. We're definitely behind. But our focus is not on that. Our focus is not on prepping ourselves, for the next 50, 100 years. And it's definitely not on the vision of Brother Garvey, Elder Garvey, the ancestor, Marcus Garvey. August 17th, right? To say that we need to make a holiday of it, only for those that are dedicated to the cause. Only for those that want to see advancement in human equality. Just want everybody to have their own and be proud of what they built. And it's just not there. It's not there. You got grifters and con artists. You got whole out scammers. You got people that got discouraged along the way and decide that, because we're all dependent on the system, I'd rather side with the quote-unquote winning team. Just so their name doesn't get lost in obscurity, which actually is the opposite. When you champion your vision that's constructive and righteous for the direction of a people, your name will not get lost in obscurity. It will matter to those that matter. It will be a beckoning call to those that follow and seeing the logic and seeing the vision and wanted to make more of it. The ability to stand on the shoulder of giants. I know this is not for everybody. I might get 2 or 3 views, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Clownery and foolery will get you what you want to have quick, but not get you where you need to be far. Spin off that old proverb: you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. And that's where we need to really be position ourselves to go a little further than where we are. Go a little further than where we can be. Increase the trajectory. But no. George Fraser of FraserNet, solid black multi-million-dollar businessman, he stated in one lecture that because we're taught rugged individualism, our force is like water going through an open hand rather than a cupped hand. In a cupped hand, you can get a little something from it. The water gets poured out, you cup your hand, there'll be some water that'll rest in the middle of your hand. That can actually save your life. Take a sip. But if your hand is spread out, spaced out, flat, whatever resource, whatever water falls on that hand immediately gets dispersed, falls to the wayside. You will not have the resources that you need to save your life. That's where we are right now. Well, we have a hand, but it's open. It refuses to grab on and hold on to something. Integrity, foundation, character. Some of the people that are considered leaders were so... Alright, I'm not going to go there. But some of the activity has shown that they will sell themselves out for pennies on the dollar. It's just the way it is right now. That's the way it is right now. And we definitely got to position ourselves for better. And now we lean on the youth. We lean on the youth. And I'm not going to be totally defeatist. We have great guiders around us. We have great progressive minds doing their best to school the youth before desperate actions and desperate decisions take place. We definitely have energetic, vibrant youth that out here holding it down and forging a course. Sometimes, usually in pockets, there's a course like no other. They're not thinking the way the older people were thinking. It's new, it's innovative, it's unrelenting, and yeah, I love it. I love it when they're fueled with passion, when they're fueled and they have like an old soul or wisdom about them. I love it. Keep soaring, keep pressing. Make us believers again. Make us believers again. Because it's detrimental to the survival and cultural continuity of us. But if you out here playing games when there's no time to play, you out here discrediting your own, airing out dirty laundry, doing a disservice. If you're off the course, there's enough literature, there's enough information, there's people out here that really care. Get in touch, get re-involved again. Get re-involved. Get involved again. Set yourself back on the point of reference. We need you. We need you. And this is not a slight at anybody else or whatever. See, that's the thing. We're worried about what other people are doing. And when I say we, it's not necessarily a color game. It's a humanity press forward game, especially right now. You see what's going on with the climate. You see what's going on with common sense. People that apply it and use it, acknowledge it and study it, versus people that just want clicks, views, infamy, to say things just to fit their agenda without responsibility, without proper discourse. And it's leading people to doom. We're at a critical time right now. The balance of nature, again, the forging of digital information, how that information is processed, our effective communication habits have changed. You know, we have these masks on, and it's interesting. Somebody brought up in a conversation that, you know, there's certain cues you were able to take by studying a person's face and body movements, and that's being kind of dissipated. And somebody retorted, like, you know, you could always use the eyes. Some people have lying eyes too. Yeah, check that. But for the most part, you're right. The mask is on even when this mask is off. So your ways and actions, your intent, has to now be further scrutinized. And in Garvey's case, that great man with just poor followers. And I don't mean money poor. The people in his immediate circle that traded against him, yeah. So many great leaders had to go through that. You know, the Judas amongst them. And that's because in the overall, the code is not being adhered to. Yeah, there's a code of ethics between leaders in the intricate circle that must be adhered to, and it hasn't. There's a code of communication and behavior between the members of the group and the leaders of the group in order to keep a cultural continuity that hasn't been adhered to. There are people that lay on the term critical thinker to say any old bull crap that comes out of their mouth, just to be the devil's advocate. Yeah. We see you. Some of that behavior is traitorous. Not to say we gotta move as a monolith of thought, but definitely be solid enough to say, well, we know this right here is not right, and we need to correct it. Do you accept your brother? Do you accept your sister, who once had the same flaws, who has the same flaws that you once had? Are we condescending to them? Did we fault them for everything that has happened up till now? Do we hold them accountable but not ourselves? Cold behavior, rhythm, a groove that keeps people organized enough to attain self-preservation. I'm not looking for views. I'm not even looking for unity. I demand respect. I ask for solidarity. But hey, I put it out there. And yeah, there are times that I lose the wording, the advice that the vision of Garvey holds. The vision of Garvey was up, you mighty race, become what you will. But you have to will for something. You have to stand for something. And if you saying up, you're in a position where you were down at one point. The mighty, the might can't be experienced without solidarity. The might cannot be experienced without solidarity. Look at a tree. Because another phrase we would use is, a people that don't know its history is like a tree without roots. How deep are the roots in your foundation? Do you stand on it? The thick trunk is work and organization. All the building mechanisms to become mighty, to grow out to the branches. The tree, the trunk of the tree is not flexible. It doesn't bend. But when you get to the branches, when you branch out, it could be flexible. It could give. On its reach to the sun. It's when you have the twigs and the tree and the leaves, giving coverage to those that support the tree. And that's the simple nature, your connection to nature. This is a mind from a man that had better hopes, admiration for the people that looked like him. Broad nose, thick lips, deep brown skin. Their eyes on what afflicted them behind them, positioned going forward to renew them. A renewed spirit, a renewed focus on education, economics, personal responsibility, personal dignity, character. So I give salute to the Honorable Marcus Garvey, all his family, intimate and extended, and to the vision, to the hope of a people that would choose their will and become mighty again. Not for the cause of taking anybody else down, but for the cause of rising up from a place in a position where none thought they can rise up from. I hope you hear this in the best of conditions, your best conditions, with wellness, oneness, in mind, body, and soul, intellect, spirit, economics, and goals.